A whole lot can happen in 25 years, but have you ever wondered what it takes to actually plan for it? So today we're going to unpack the Telangana Rising Vision. It's basically a strategic blueprint designed to shape an entire region's destiny by the year 2047. Let's break it down.
Look, this isn't about just planning for the next election cycle, not at all. This is about planning for the next generation. It takes a super detailed, incredibly ambitious, and really deeply connected strategy. And that's exactly what we're going to explore right now.
And right off the bat, the ambition is just staggering. We are not talking about small tweaks here and there. Nope, this is a plan for a fundamental transformation. The target? A $3 trillion economy by 2047. So the real question is, how on earth do you even get there? Well, the entire vision is really built on this first pillar, forging a powerful, resilient economic engine. It all starts with figuring out what the industries of the future are, and then creating a strategy to become a leader in them.
You know, what's really interesting here is the laser focus. This is not some scattergun approach hoping something sticks. The plan hones in on high-value, totally future-proof sectors, things like semiconductors, life sciences, and a huge commitment to green energy. The message is crystal clear. They're not just aiming to compete on the world stage, they're aiming to lead.
Okay, but a grand vision is one thing, right? Funding it is the real test. Building this massive economic engine is going to require a colossal amount of capital. And you know what? The blueprint tackles this challenge head-on. And this just brilliantly illustrates the financial strategy. It's like a three-pronged attack. First up, using public-private partnerships to really leverage the private sector's efficiency. Second, creating these really clear pathways to attract global investment. And third, using innovative tools like green bonds to specifically fund their sustainable development goals. It's pretty smart. So you've got this massive economic engine revving up, but it needs a place to run, right? That's where Pillar 2 comes in. It's all about designing the future city, the actual physical infrastructure you need to house a $3 trillion ambition. And right at the heart of this urban vision is this fascinating concept called the blue-green economy. The idea, which you can see in the plans for the Musi River, isn't just about building more concrete jungles. No way. It's about weaving nature, like waterways and parks, directly into the city itself, creating a place that's not just productive, but also sustainable and just a great place to live. But the plan goes so much deeper. It's about creating an entire urban ecosystem. It tackles mobility, aiming to connect the whole urban core within 2 hours. It addresses the crucial need for affordable housing, and it builds these hyper-efficient logistics corridors and economic clusters needed to really supercharge those key industries we talked about. And what's the ultimate goal of all this intense urban planning? It's to create the Bharat Future City, a metropolis designed from the ground up to be an absolute magnet for the world's best talent and the world's smartest capital. And this brings us to the most critical question of all. I mean, think about it. You can have the most advanced factories, the most beautiful, well-designed cities, but without the right people, the entire vision just falls apart. So, who is going to innovate, build, and lead this future?
And that leads us to the final and maybe the most crucial pillar of them all, investing in people. It is no accident that the agenda features a people-first session. The entire vision hinges on its citizens to be the ones to power it.
You see, the plan acknowledges a fundamental truth. The very nature of work itself is changing. By embracing things like the gig economy and fluid careers, the strategy is to build a workforce that's agile, entrepreneurial, and ready for a future that values specialized skills way more than those rigid traditional career paths.
And the investment in people is broad. It's about attracting global talent, for sure, but it's also about nurturing talent right at home by becoming a global education hub. There's a really strong focus on inclusivity, with dedicated support for women entrepreneurs and on just fostering a culture of innovation that's needed to power that $3 trillion goal.
I've got to say, I love this particular session title. It reveals another whole layer of the strategy. This isn't just about tech and industry. They actually see culture, and specifically cinema, as a form of soft power, a strategic asset that can literally shape global perceptions and create influence. That is a truly modern way to think about state building.
Okay, so let's just step back for a moment. We've looked at the 3 big pillars. Now, let's bring them all together and see the complete, unveiled vision for 2047. When you lay it all out like this, the logic of the blueprint just clicks. The economic engine generates the wealth, the future city provides a world-class environment for it to happen in, and the human capital, the people, are the ones who drive the innovation that fuels the whole thing. And that right there is the ultimate takeaway.
This isn't three separate plans that happen to be in the same folder. It's one single, deeply integrated strategy. Each pillar is designed to reinforce the others, creating this powerful cycle of growth, where a strong economy funds better cities, which in turn attract and keep the best people, who then fuel an even stronger economy. See how it works?
So the vision is laid out. It is bold, it's comprehensive, and it is definitely forward-looking. But let's be real. A blueprint is just a piece of paper. The real work, the hard work of turning these ambitious plans into a $3 trillion reality, that all begins now. The question is, will the execution match the vision?